Hello everyone and welcome back to Algebra. Look at this expression 3x plus 2 plus 5x minus 1. It looks a little messy, doesn't it? But what if I told you that in less than a minute you could turn it into something much simpler? That's exactly what we are going to learn today. So by the end of this video you'll be able to simplify algebraic expressions with confidence. So let's get started. So imagine that your room is messy. There are books on the floor, pens on the bed, and clothes everywhere. Now it's hard to find anything, right? So now imagine cleaning that room. You put all the books together, the pens together, and the clothes together. The room is the same room, but now it's neat and organized. So simplifying an algebraic expression is exactly like cleaning the room. We are just making it cleaner and easier to read. We are not changing any value. So the secret to simplifying an algebraic expression is something that we call like terms. So what are like terms? Like terms are those terms that have the same variable raised to the same power. For example, this is variable x. It has this almost invisible power called 1. So if we have 3x here and then we have 5x here, so it's like these both x have the same power, so these both variables are same. So that's why we call them like terms, because they both have same x. But 3x and 3y, they are not like terms because one has an x and the other has a y. Now let's consider another example, 3x and 3x square. These are also not like terms because the powers are different. Here it's 1 and here it's 2. So always remember this one simple rule that only like terms can combined. Be combined. So let's make this easy. Imagine that you have 3 apples on one hand and 5 apples on the other. So how many apples do you have? 8, right? But you don't say 8 fruit. You don't say 8 fruits. You say 8 apples. Now imagine you have 3 apples and let's say 5 bananas. Can you add them or combine them to make 8 apples? No, right? Because they are different fruits. Just like that, variables work the same way. Let's say we call apples to be x and bananas to be y. Just like these two cannot be combined, likewise, variables that are different or have different powers cannot be combined. So x can only work with another term which contains an x, and y's also go with y's only. They do not mix. Now let's simplify this expression 3x plus 5x. You can see that both terms have x. So we just simply add these two numbers. 3 plus 5 is 8, and then we write x because x is common in both. You just notice that we are only adding these coefficients. We are not adding the variables. That's what you need to keep in mind. Now let's simplify another algebraic expression 4x plus 2 plus 6x minus 1. First of all, let's group the like terms. We have 4x plus 6x, then these two together plus 2 minus 1. Now try to solve them. For example, we solve this first or simplify this first. 4x plus 6x equals 10x because we add the coefficients. So result of this is 10. Then we work with the constants. These are 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. So our final answer is 10x plus 1. See, this is much cleaner than 4x plus 2 plus 6x minus 1. So what about 5a plus 3b plus 2a minus b? So I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Then we'll discuss how should we solve this. Okay, I'm sure that you have solved it already. So let's combine the like terms. So 5a plus 2a, which is simply equal to 7a. Then we have 3b minus b. It's like when there is no number right in front of this variable, it's simply 1. So we subtract these 3 minus 1. This is equal to 2 and the variable b. So the final answer is 7a plus 2b. So it's like A's stayed with A's and B's stayed with B's. So now let's try to discuss some common mistakes which beginners often make. Suppose we have this 2x plus 3 equals 5x. A variable and a number are not like terms because these two cannot be added together, they cannot be combined. Let's look at another 2x plus 3y equals 5xy. Since x and y are different variables, they cannot be combined to get 5xy. Let's look at another mistake. 4x square plus 3x equals 7x square. So can we add these two x's? One x has power 2 and another has power 1. No, obviously not. You cannot just add 4 plus 3 7 and x square because their powers are different. Like terms have same powers and same variables. So you just leave them as they are. Now let's see if you can do these on your own. I'm going to write some expressions and you try to solve them. This is one. Second is this one. And third is this one. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds to think about this. You can just pause the video. We will discuss them in the comments. I hope you pause the video and try to solve or simplify the expressions. So 6 plus 4 is 10x because variables were same or common and they had the same power, that's why we combined them. Here we can say this is equal to 5y because 7 minus 2 is 5 and y is common in both, and this 5 remains same. Then we combine these. 8 plus 2 is 10a and 3 minus 1 is 2b. So today we learned that simplifying means making an expression cleaner. We combine only like terms, we add or subtract the coefficients, we keep the variable the same. Also, different variables cannot be combined. Different powers cannot be combined. So once you master like terms, algebra becomes much easier. In the next lesson, we are going to use the distributive property to expand the algebraic expressions. So it's one of the most useful tools in algebra and you will use it throughout mathematics. So if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with someone learning algebra. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.